Welcome back to the Central Coast Regional Stadium. We're here for the under-18 boys game between the Southern Rebels and the Hunter Western Hornets, joined by New South Wales Hall of Famer Gab Rose. Gab, should be an interesting contest, this one.
Yeah, it should be a really good game. They actually matched up on the stadium yesterday, Dean, and it was a really good quality game with Hornets running out successful winners 6-4.
All right, we're just waiting for this is what we call a manipulated round. So we're just waiting for the team sheets to come up, but it's the Hornets with possession first. The ball's in the hands of Vellers, and from all reports, he's the one to watch from the Hornets. He gets the ball, he's going to look for the passive behind. Pick it up, nothing happening. Good defense from the Rebels, and they'll reset here. Ellis again with the ball, he goes long. Straight into the hands of Jackson, but again, strong defense from the Rebels. The referee's picked up an incorrect play the ball, and so there'll be a changeover.
Yeah, that's a cheap turnover there, and the Rebels will be happy with their defence on that occasion.
It was Wardrobe driving the ball forward. Here they go again. Playing very direct down the middle of the field and pick up the penalty. They get the repeat set.
Yeah, great work there by the four boys. You had Zane Walker, Archie Rose, Blake Wardrobe and Jack Stewart, who have got good combinations for their local club in Tarrant Point as well. They'll get a chance to line attack here.
Lost possession there. That's what we call the coach killer. They're getting themselves down into the red zone, ready to attack, but the cheap turnover, and now the Hornets, they've driven the ball to their box. I'll get a piggyback down the field, the penalty for being offside.
Yesterday in the game, Dean, it was interesting to note the Rebels seemed to kind of roll back in defence a little bit, so they ran out of legs at the bit because the Hornets got a lot of easy ground. So it'll be interesting to see if they change their tactic today, try and rush up a little bit in that defence when Hornets are getting to their box. All
right, there's O'Brien with the ball. He's caught about 7 metres out from their attacking line. They switch it back to O'Brien. They send the sweep around, but they dummy and go back to the right-hand side of the field. They throw long to the wing. He steps back inside. But good defence there from the Rebels, getting across, scrambling.
Yeah, great touch, Zane Walker.
And there's a changeover, and so far both teams testing themselves out. Majority of the play has been in the Rebels' end. Good ball there, Stewart, he passes it around the wing. They've got some room to move. They'll get to their box now and get some subs on. Driving forward now, the Rebels. He steps in at the outside. That was Kennedy. He's given the ball now. They take off back to the right-hand side. A chance there for Kennedy. I reckon the ball was down. The referee sent it that way too.
That was a really good set by the Rebels then. They came off field fast, transition on fast, and then got a good strike dump at the end there. They'll be happy with their start.
Yeah, and a really good way to get the ball down quickly too. Didn't waste any time there, Kennedy. He's a tallish bloke with very long levers. And here come the Hornets now. Possession there with Carlson. He's got the ball again from the half, which was Tranter, sorry. Carlson and Tranter working in the middle of the field. He's trying to go through again, looking for the slide dive, but good defence there.
Great defence there.
Yeah, that was Walker then coming through the middle there, trying to get the ball down. There's Carlson. They go long here. Oh, 6 more.
Last touch there. He might have been better just to let the ball hit the ground, because they've given away another set of 6 there.
Yeah, Possel was in that no man's land.
As tempting as it is.
Yeah, they probably should have let the ball go to the ground, or just turn and run towards the winger and let it hit him in the back and then take possession. Hornets on the sweep. There's Walker then trying to get around. Just throws a loose pass there, and that'll be a changeover. And now you'll see the Rebels, what type of settling play they've got to get off their own line. They dummy and come back to short side. They're looking to work to their box.
And this is what they found hard yesterday, getting off the box, or off to the sideline and then transitioning on at speed. But that was a better effort there. You'll watch Brady here. He'll take off from half. He's quick on his feet.
Switch on the back on the inside. The ball went to ground. Yeah, that transition play was a bit clunky coming on the field. Penalty there now for the Hornets to try and get back into the Rebels' territory. Swimming around, that was Walker in that time. Carlson with the ball, he promotes it into the hands of Duck. Now coming on at speed now.
He's the danger man, Ellers.
Well, the referee said he's got caught there, but definitely that they were sitting there. A good strike dump. Release him through the line, but good defence there from the Rebels.
They'll need a good set here getting off their line. Hornets have been building some pressure.
They're still coming to the sub-box again. A little bit smoother this time in transition. There's Wardrobe with the ball. He gets around on the wrap. He's looking to release on the outside. They get the ball. Good defence there that time. Shut down well by Jones from the Hornets.
That was a bit of old school, Dean, there. A bit of a wrap from
Drive,
Wardrobe to
release.
Rose.
Drive, wrap,
one of
release.
your favourites.
Yes, it is the favourite. Oh, the ball just on the ground there. A good attacking chance. Miller's there, he's got to the box. Hasn't had too many opportunities. He's probably only had the one shot so far.
Great latch play there by the Hornets. Now they're going with the fly play.
Driving the big hole there. Walker probably could have taken off there and then attracted more defence. He released the ball straight away, which is sometimes the best play, but on that particular time, I thought he had the opportunity to run into space and make the defence make a choice to come in or stay out.
They just gave, which was my son on that occasion, Archie Rose, the opportunity to kind of just hold his line, and he was able to then go back out and make the touch.
There you go again, there's Rose this time. They release well, this is another good set. Well, now they've just standed there. Kennedy gets the ball back inside this time. Penalty there for the Hornets. Using the shoulder, the referee said. So they're in the red zone. Just taking their time to set up the play. They lead 1 touchdown to 0. Rebels with the ball. Getting through there underneath, but was Kennedy diving? But no, the touch had been made.
Yeah, good pinch touch there by the link in Walkerton for the Hornets.
Kennedy with the ball, he gets it. No, they dummy to him. This time they go long out to the wing. Gets the ball down. I think that's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, the sideline official has given it the all clear.
Yeah, a great long ball there to the winger Prosser.
At 2-0.
2-0 to the Rebels.
And you'll see in the coaching box here, a name synonymous with touch. This is Casey Shelley, son of Melissa and Darren Shelley. And he's got all his troops rallied there and giving them some advice to what they need to do in the next phase of this game.
Yeah, a lot of experience down there with Casey Shelley. Also Aaron Tandek in the box. The Canterbury men's Premier League player. Husband of Australian legend.
Yeah, I saw Claire this morning, and she's coaching up here as well, and I saw a couple of great plays that her team's doing that I'll be asking about in the not too distant future.
Yeah, there's a lot of what you call ex-international and state players who are now coaching at this level, but even some of the younger ones who are still playing. I noticed Sammy Rogers, the Australian Women's Open winger, coming off a successful series against New Zealand last weekend. Up here coaching as well. Yeah,
I've spoke to Sammy on a couple of occasions this weekend, and funny enough, her team's got probably 2 of the best wingers I've seen running around in the young age group. So no doubt she's given them some useful tips and advice coming into this tournament.
And now back in the hands of the Rebels as they drive in, and that's Duck with the ball. He gets it down in front of Loretti, but the referee has said it was an incorrect play of the ball, and it's a turnover to the Hornets. Had limited opportunities from the first probably 5 minutes of the game.
I feel like the speed of the game's picked up in the last couple of minutes, Dean, since that second try.
Yeah, the Hornets have got very good speed on the ball as they come down there. They've used that to pick up a penalty. They're going to have 6 shots now into the red zone. They're down 2 touchdowns to 0. They really need to get one on the board quickly.
And as we see here, they'll be looking for number 4, Tamina Ellers, who's in the under-18 Australian squad that will be competing in a few weeks.
There he is with the ball. He's going to be working with Hunt. Hunt at half now. He gives it back to Ellers. They're slowing the play down. They release the ball out to Walkerton, I think it was. They bring Walkerton down on the sweep. Ellers gets him back inside, and good footwork there from Walkerton. In basketball terms, I think they call that breaking ankles.
Yes, I've heard the kids say many that a time when I've been playing backyard touch against my own children, so.
I'm sure you finish in front, Gab.
not of the last few years, I must say. But that was a great work by their co-captain there, Walker, and bring them back into the game. It's 2-1.
Rebels now. Well, Rose gets around on the outside. They dump it back in on the inside there to Walker. That's Wardrobe with the ball. He gets it back now from Stewart. Rose, they get Walker out of half. He gives it to Wardrobe. Wardrobe shifts it out to Stewart. Wardrobe and Stewart, the cousins, working close together.
Yeah, there's some good combinations on the field there. Obviously, Blake and Jack are cousins, and Archie and Blake are good mates, and they're always practicing their craft together. So let's see what they're going to bring to the table here.
Walker hits Wardrobe, and it comes back off his right, looks for the short ball. Ball just goes to ground there. Not a bad setup for the play. There's Walker then driving again. He's had a strong game so far. Featuring prominently, Hunt then drives the ball forward. They come on at speed here. They'll be looking for a latch play. No, they truck it back underneath this time. They get the ball around to the outside. The numbering up is really well there.
I think on that occasion, the link for the Hunter Hornets might have been better served hitting the link hole out wide. He kind of released the pressure from the defence. Now they've drawn a penalty, the Rebels. They'll be happy with this phase of play at the moment.
Look to drive the ball forward, but they've just gone and it's floating across the field that time, and that's Mitchell. He gets the ball down. He's got the ball back in his hands again. A release. It now finds the hands of O'Connor. O'Connor with the ball, just driving into the red zone.
Sergeant Wilson, he'll be the one taking charge here, number 14.
He's got the ball in his hand now, Sergeant Wilson. He goes long, and he's picked up Prosser again. He's held it. 3 touchdowns to 0. It's exactly the same play they used on the last touchdown.
Yeah, and a great left to right pass there from Lewis. I'm going to say it went a good 15, 20 metres to their winger.
Yeah, when he first released it, I thought it was going to drop short, but Prosser, the winger, made a great adjustment. Got in, he juggled a little bit, but still managed to gain control and get the ball down.
Yes, that takes the score to 3-1 from my count.
Hornets now.
Dean, the standard of play just seems to be improving at every tournament we go to, doesn't it? The skill level of these young men and women coming through the game, it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, you're right, Gab. It is a great spectacle, and especially at this particular level, you've got the cream of the players who played at the Junior State Cup coming together to play for their regions, and that's one of the, I suppose, the highlights of the pathway that the regional format provides. And when I got up here late yesterday afternoon, speaking to a number of people, they were all saying how close the games are this year. Yeah,
they are. Every kind of game I've watched or heard about seems to be only a couple of tries in it. They're running the passive play there.
Well read by the Rebels defence. They lead 3-1. Now driving out of their half. Good promotion of the ball. They switch the ball back in now, and that's good. Walker, he's driving forward. Go wide. That was Ducky, brings him back underneath. This time it's Loretti out of half. He goes back, he's through Loretti. He's got a good turn of foot, and he finds out there and Walker, and Walker gets the ball down. And the Rebels are now 4-1 in front in this round game of the boys under 18s.
Yeah, Brady's got so fast off his feet, and it was a great opportunity there for him to go straight through, and Mr. Reliable and Zane Walker with a quick put down.
Yeah, a really good play from Walker. He didn't run to the ball, he ran to the space. See, especially in junior touch, a lot of people, when the acting half gets through, they all run towards the ball rather than running towards the space and let the ball carrier find you. Ellis now with the ball. They're really working with him and Hunt.
Looking for the passive again.
Yep, Ellis this time. He had the opportunity to release it, but he's got in underneath for the touchdown anyway. So he gets them back into the game. 4-2 now, the Rebels lead.
And that's a perfect reply. The Hornets coach will be happy with that, and it's got him back into the game.
Yeah, the immediate strike back. I can see Carly Banks over there, the head coach of all the Hornets team, having a few words to say and encouragement to the boys, giving them some instruction on the technical play that they should be running here. She would have been analysing the Rebels' defence and looking for weaknesses, and they'll be interested to see where they focus their attack coming into the last stages of this game.
Yeah, obviously great brains of the game, Carly Banks, and you know, obviously coaching the Australian under-18s team, she knows many of what these boys' capabilities and talents are.
Rose to Wardrobe. Wardrobe dummies on the inside, goes outside, but good defence there from the Hornets. Wardrobe with the ball again. He looks on the outside. That's 6 to go, but brought in by the Hornets.
Good defensive set there by the Hornets. They'll be looking to get to their box and have a good set transitioning up to the at least halfway. They've given away a penalty. Commentator's curse.
Yes, it was. It was one of those 50-50 ones. I'm happy with the referee to make that decision, but I've seen those also go unrewarded. So Rebels now in a really good position and with some of their key players on the field. Wardrobe goes back off his right. Nothing happening there. They'll reset, focus again. So it kind of gives it back to Wardrobe. He finds Rose. Rose back to Wardrobe. Rose out of half to Wardrobe. He gets him back on the outside. Goes long to Stewart. Maybe it was an opportunity for young Rose to emulate his mother and take the outside hole there. Always a favourite of yours, Gab.
It was. It was. I often say to Archie, my goal for him is that if he can, you know, be just keep improving all the time and working on his craft, and it's not easy, but you know, he loves the game, as do all of these Rebels boys, and they're improving all the time.
Now the Hornets, they're into the Rebels half. They're driving down the field. They release the ball. They've got the opportunity here. The big fella, the 10, and that's Aoki, Logan Aoki, getting through there, and all of a sudden it's 5-3.
Yeah, game back on here. So it looked like a little fly play. They came off and around and promoted the ball, which obviously Dean, as one of my coaches for many years, that was something we always looked to do, promote the ball out wide and use the skill set. Drive,
wrap, release. Much favour the running game, Gab. Much favour the running game. Rebels now. We're into the attacking zone. That's Mitchell.
He gets underneath.
Kennedy again having a strong game.
Yeah, great try.
That's 5-3 now. The Rebels are leading.
He'll be happy with that, Cooper Kennedy from the Uni of New South Wales club. That's 2 tries for him, and that one
it's been a
bit
of an
arm wrestle. Easy.
Yeah, a bit of an arm wrestle, but the last 5 minutes or so it's been shot for shot.
We've got probably about 7 or 8 minutes. Obviously, it goes on we're just going off our own watches, and the officials are keeping the correct timing. But it looks like there's about 7 or so minutes left in this game, and I reckon, Dean, there's still a few more tries in it.
Yeah, well, especially with Hunt and Ellis out there at the moment. Aoki, there's Ellis with the ball again, trying to get down underneath. They tried to position him on the outside of the defence, but well read from the Rebels.
Yeah, and on that occasion, it was his defence that worked well there, Cooper Kennedy.
No look pass from Ellis. Ball eventually finds itself in the hands of Aoki, but good defence from the Rebels. Nothing on. Good shutdown here from putting the pressure on, but they've been able to...
That is ball movement under pressure.
Oh, he's got some toe. He's got some toe. Ellis has made the call.
What a great run. There was 4 passes there, and it didn't look like much was on, but he nearly scooted down the sideline. Cohen Deegan.
Tell you what else is disturbing me, Gab. Our last commentators, Deacon, one of them stolen my drink bottle. I've just gone to get the drink, and one of them stolen from it. That'll be taken up a bit later. But anyway, here goes Loretti again. He dummies this time, and the ball to ground. It's thrown into him. The referee's call, and now the Western Hornets trying to get a quick transition.
Yeah, I think they're realising the time pressure starting to become a factor, and they've really sped up their game here, and they're getting some good flow, and they've drawn a penalty with that hard running.
Yep, Transfield coming on for its pace, and he's picked up the piggyback penalty, as I like to call him, right at the back end of the set of 6 too. So now they're going to have a decent set at the line here of the Rebels. Ball in the hand of Walker.
They're trying to get out past the 7, the Rebels are.
Yeah, good defence there, but there's going to be a penalty. So Transfield trying to get across, but the defence were offside.
And he had to make that touch there, the winger, Rex Prosser. It was a good touch. We gave away the penalty, but
Got Brian with the long ball
Great
out.
step.
They drive up. That's a great step there. A very good play there from McDermott. Got the ball on the out, immediately bounced back inside and had the Rebels breaking angles again.
Yeah, and it's a good play, that out ball, because it opens up the space in between the two middles, which gives you an option to either run the outside hole, or if you're light on your feet there like McDermott was, you can then step back inside into space.
Yeah, and unfortunately there for the Rebels, they got caught ball watching a little bit, so they lost the positioning of where the attack were, and that made it even easier for them to step back on the inside.
They'll be wanting a stop here, the Hornets. It's
Yep,
5-4.
5-4 in favour of the Rebels. They come around. Wardrobe goes long this time, and it's through the hands of Stewart. But they've picked up a bonus penalty there because I thought that was a bit of a nothing play. So that is a bonus to pick up the penalty. They're going to have 6 shots on the line.
Yeah, and about 4 minutes to go. So let's see what the Rebels can manufacture here. They'll probably try and condition them.
Wardrobe and Rose. He goes short. Wardrobe, good hands from Stewart. It's in the hands of Rose now, but the referee's going to pick up a penalty here. He said forward pass. And now the Hornets looking to work off their line. Can they bring a late surprise? Getting to their box, they bring the players on at pace. Oh, there's been airs. I wasn't going to say anything, but I thought they jumped there when they were coming on before all the subs were off. That's what the referees have picked up as well.
Yeah, and that'll be really disappointing for the coaches, Carly Banks and the other coaches in the Hornets box, because they're on a bit of a roll there.
Yeah, you must get your timing right when you come on the field. Wardrobe with the ball. He throws down. He sends Stewart around on the sweep. He goes back to Rose on the high side. Nothing happening. Well read defensively from the Hornets. Stewart fades back around to the far side of the field. It's a decoy, a great out ball there. Well set up by the Rebels. They sent Stewart floating around to the right. Wardrobe and half dummy to the right, through the long ball back to the left. And then they promoted through the hands to Deegan out here on this wing, and he had the easy put down.
And same play again, they're just working where there's space. They're creating numbers, but they're playing a running game, going those long out balls. And on that occasion, Zane Walker created an overlap for the winger to score.
So that's 6-4 now in favour of the Rebels. Deep into this game. Hunt at half. Gives it back to Ellis. He's got Walker then going underneath him this time to Ellis, back off his right. He gets it down. I reckon that ball was down, but the referee said the touch was made.
I agree. We're a long way away, and it was obviously a 50-50, but from here it looked like Ellis may have had the ball down.
Yeah, but here, like I said, Gab, we're a long way away, and the referee's right on the spot too, so you can't criticise him for that.
No, and the refereeing's been good all the way. You know, all the games I've watched, they're doing a great job, the referees, and under a lot of pressure at times. So well done to the referees.
Yeah, the Hornets are just chancing their arm a little bit more now too. They're behind on the scoreboard, so they've got to take a few more trick shots. Rebels, on the other hand, they're just going to be content to drive the ball downfield as they did there through Walker. It's in the hands of Loretti. He promotes it back out. They bring it back in underneath now. Loretti out of half. He comes, they've run into the same hole. There's an intercept. Good defence there.
Yeah, same there, Dean. I think the link on that occasion should have stayed out wide and put a bit more pressure on the defence.
I think someone always used to say, compete for the outside hole first.
Always.
Now the Hornets. They need a touchdown soon.
Got an overlap here if they run it into space. Great pass.
Loretti coming across, great speed. That looked like it was late, but the referees have called play on, but the 6th touch. Really good defence there. They put that down to Loretti, getting all that from the far side of the field. Really shutting down with like a certain touchdown there for the Hornets.
Yeah, good attack and good defence on that occasion. As you see the Hornets here really pressing up in their defence, trying to cause an error, get another chance on the line.
Yep.
Probably in the last minute of the game, I would say, or thereabouts. So I'm assuming the Rebels here will just be looking to hold the ball for a set of 6.
Yeah, they should get down deep into the attacking zone, probably have 1 or 2 shots. And if they've got to give the ball back, give it back to them on their scoreline. Wardrobe now, he's down in front of Stewart at half. He gives it back to Wardrobe. It's in the hands of Rose. Back in the hands of Wardrobe off the right. Up to the last. This is ideal for them. If they're not going to get a touchdown, as they're not going to. They're giving it back to the Hornets on their own line, so they've got to go the length of the field, and they're down by 2.
And that's still good push-up defence there by Rebels. They've definitely changed their mindset in this game as to when they played the Hornets yesterday, so I'm assuming their coaches probably watched the footage last night as well.
Penalty there as the hooter goes, so the Rebels have got this one home and hosed. Gets on the outside, they promote it. Aoki, he goes through again, Aoki. The great dive and put down there.
That's a try, Dean.
Yeah, that was great. He's dived outside the field of play, reached back inside and been able to get the ball down for a 6-5 victory to the Rebels, and a pretty entertaining game.
That was a great game and a good finish, an amazing finish there by Aoki, number 10 for the Hunter Hornets, but one behind at the end of the game, and that'll take them into both teams into the semi-finals, I think, in a couple of hours.
Well, that was a really entertaining game. We'll be back here shortly for the next game at the New South Wales Touch Association Junior Regionals.